Yes, I'm hiding in my room. But it's because I'm in trouble. And not by my parents. No, because I'm an adult. I'm in trouble by my 5-year-old. And not for what you think. No. No, I'm in trouble because he is about to ruin Christmas. Poof! Magic gone. For the rest of his life. And maybe even a couple of the others. The repercussions of this are huge. And I'm at a loss. So I'm coming here to you because I need some advice. Like big time advice. Okay, story is 3 weeks ago. I was so excited. Oh gosh, I was so excited. My husband just found out he was getting a bonus. And, I'm not a planner. Like, I don't plan Christmas. The rest of you guys are probably amazing. You've probably planned since last year. All bought, hiding in the attic, already wrapped. Not me. I'm a procrastinator. Professional. My track record's like 100%. Till this year. Because I'm sitting there with my beautiful 5-year-old, blonde hair, blue eyes, staring at me. And I had this mommy moment. I was like, Micah, we're gonna get Christmas. We're gonna get Christmas. What do you want to ask Santa for? And I'm waiting, and I'm so excited for him to tell me because this year's gonna be different. It's gonna be different for the Marleys. Yeah, it's going to be. I'm so excited. Anyway, he looks at me, and his face changes to something kind of like this. And I'm taken back because I don't really know what to do with this face because we're talking Christmas and Santa and the face. And he says to me, "You don't need to know." Guys, I didn't know what to do with that. Yes, I do need to know. But it was obvious he wasn't going to tell me. And my mommy heart broke. Lots of things flew through my brain. One of which was, if he's not going to tell me stuff now, at the age of 5, like stuff, like what he wants for Christmas, think about what he's not going to tell me when he's 16 or 17. This is like gateway hiding stuff. Honestly, didn't know what to do with it. So I had to dig deep. I have a small menial psychology background. That's what I went to school for. Dig deep, find that inner psychologist, and switched on the gears, and I decided to lay it on thick. So I was like, "Well, honey," patted his hand, "you don't have to tell me, but you're gonna have to tell someone eventually, so who are you gonna tell? Because, we have to pay Santa for the gifts that we get, because, stuff doesn't grow like that up at the North Pole. We have to pay for supplies. Who are you gonna tell?" He gets the one eyebrow up that I've passed on so genetically awesome. Turns his head and starts to walk away as he says, "I'm gonna tell Daddy." Fine. Play your games. Because what he doesn't know, 2 can play at this game. Because this Daddy that he speaks of, we're tight. He and I. Yeah, we have conversations. He may work out of state and he may not be home very often, but we talk. But I had to wait. I had to play it cool. Like pretend like I'd forgotten, because if I even made a motion as to the idea that I was going to talk to this Daddy, he wouldn't have told him either. Then we'd have both been cut off. I could feel it. Tension. So I had to just put it in the back of my mind and wait till this Daddy came home. So it was a few days later. Dad comes home. I forgot. Gone. Because, I was trying to play cool. Yeah, forgot. 3 or 4 days go by. We've hung out, played. The Daddy takes the boy for a drive. Does some fun boy daddy things. Takes a little longer than normal, which is fine. Comes back, but it's time for him to go. So he's grabbing his stuff and he's leaving. And my 5-year-old's got his face outside the door and he's, "Bye, Dad. Bye." And he's, and we've all hugged and kissed. And then in one fluid motion, I kid you not, he pulls back, shuts the door, turns his face and looks at me and says, "I told Daddy." And he runs away. He remembered. I did not. He played me like a guitar. All strings plucked. Yeah, knows what he's doing. That 5-year-old's a genius. Okay, I have a cell phone. I can call him. But I can't yet because he's in the room. So I have to wait. You guys, this kid's smart. He's only been with me for 5 years. I've been with me for 37. He's been with me for 5 years. And he knows that my memory chip, it's been all used. I mean, I have 5 other kids I have devoted space to. So there's not much left. Yeah. And the space that I do have is just like your cell phone. When you delete the pictures and just keep adding onto the same, you just get rid of stuff and re-add and then get rid of. You know what I'm talking about. That's where I'm at. Yeah, but he knows this. So he sits in the room with me because he knows that I can't call the daddy. So he waits. Well, I did wait. Did a whole bunch of other stuff. Yeah. Phone call comes in later. Daddy and I are talking. Hang up. 3 weeks go by, guys. 3 weeks. Gone. And then it's gone. I've forgotten. Well, yesterday, I took a couple of the kids out of school, him being one of them, and we drove out of town to go look at houses because now we're trying to move to be closer to the daddy so he doesn't have to drive back and forth hours. It's tough. But we're looking at houses. We're having a good time. We have to stop at a convenience store. Someone has to potty, the 5-year-old, of course. And so I take him in and he's pottying and I'm standing, all of a sudden, bing, it comes back on. And I remember, I need to know the gifts. I need to know. It's coming up. Okay. So I start to ask him, "Hey, Micah, 3 weeks ago, you and we had a conversation about Christmas. Do you remember Christmas? And I need to know what you want for Christmas." You guys, he knew this conversation. His pupils kind of like pinpointed. He was staring into my soul. Like, how dare you ask me the question to which you already know the answer. So I switched tactics. I said, and I remember you said that you were going to tell Daddy, and you said you told Daddy. But what if Daddy forgot? It's been a long time. And he, I kid you not, looked at me and goes, "Then you'll have to ask Santa." Leaves the bathroom with me staring at the door, trying to decide how in the world I gave birth to such a devious, adorable little kid. But you know what? I know Santa. Something he doesn't know. Santa and I are tight. We are tight. We go way back. I've never been on. Well, I might have been on the naughty list, but I don't remember. So we're tight. He and we have conversations. Okay, so I'm going to talk to Santa. You bet your little naughty bottom I'm talking to Santa. I'm doing it right now. So I step out of the bathroom, meander around the corner, wait till he's not looking, decide to have a conversation with Santa. So I lean in real close. "Hey, Santa, 3 weeks ago, you and had a conversation about Christmas, about gifts. Do you remember this conversation?" His eyes got really wide, so I got nervous. Like maybe they'd made a boy pact, and I wasn't allowed this information. I was scared, so I started talking faster. Like, but you know, I need to know because you're not always there, and I have. If you want to get paid for these gifts, Santa, I need to know what they are. You guys. Santa didn't remember the conversation. Does not remember. You see my dilemma? I'm in so much trouble. Way over my head. Outdone. I'm gonna need some help. Guidance. Anything. Those of you who are like telepathic Christmas shoppers who do it a year to 2 years in advance because you already know what your kids want for Christmas. I have an opening in my schedule. I need you to come and read my 5-year-old's mind because he's like a steel trap. He is not letting that information out.